What's going on, guys? Vista here, bringing you episode 2 of Hey Noob. This series is dedicated to helping out brand new players to the game, get them acquainted with every little aspect of the game so they can succeed. We really want to help along the Battlefield community. I hate to see players run down in the chat and things like that. I don't encourage it, definitely am against it, so I want to do everything I can to help out new players. This video series will break down as many of the aspects of the game as I can to help you get acquainted and do well on the battlefield. If you are brand new, make sure you subscribe. That way you can catch all the videos and make sure you don't miss out on anything. With that being said, you have found your way to YouTube, so you're doing well. Keep doing research. If you're familiar with the website Reddit, there's a great Battlefield 4 community on Reddit. And they'll be able to help you out with any questions that you have with hopefully very little bashing. I wouldn't be the least bit shy about asking anything, even if you feel it's a stupid question. You know, that old adage goes, there's no such thing as a dumb question. So anyways, guys, let's get to today's video. We're going to talk about game modes. What's going on with all these different modes in Battlefield? Right now, we are looking at a Conquest map. If you're familiar with the Battlefield franchise, if you played any of the other games, Battlefield 3, you know, any of them, you're going to know what Conquest is all about. Basically, the premise of this game mode is each team has a certain number of tickets. This is set by the server admin. Ranges anywhere from, you know, usually around 300, 700, something like that. 500 is pretty common. And I've seen them up, you know, 1,000+ tickets. But, you know, those matches tend to drag out for quite a little while and mostly just for grinding out XP. So, Conquest, the tickets. How do we lose them? Anything like that. Can't gain them back. Once they're lost, they're lost. There's two ways to lose tickets. That'll be to die. Each enemy death costs their team a ticket. And also holding capture points. You'll see these marked with letters A, B, C, D, E, all marked on there. If you have more than the enemy team, you will cause them to burn tickets. Conversely, if the enemy team has more flags than you, your team is losing tickets. So, Conquest, name of the game. Kill as many enemy as you can to cost them tickets, and hold as many of the capture flags as you possibly can to help them bleed tickets. This here is spectator mode. We're kind of looking at an overview of the map. Everything in this darkened area is out of bounds. Anything in the little bit brighter area, that's inbounds. Quite a large map. This is Paracel Storm, so we've got a little bit of everything. We got boats, jets, you know, I believe there's an AA on this map. So this is Conquest. This is for when you want to get into an all-out war. Get in there, fight, you know, play how you want to play. This is your mode. You can be infantry, you can drive tanks, fly helicopters, jets, jeeps, IFVs, pretty much anything you want to do. This is going to be your mode. You know, Battlefield 4 has great destruction. You can see this building here's been collapsed. This is where all the big stuff happens. All the levolution that you heard so much about. Skyscrapers falling, dams breaking, all those type of things. This is your mode. This is where it's all going to happen. So, if you want to get involved with all-out war, this is your game mode, Conquest. We do have two different Conquests. There's Conquest Large and Conquest, just standard Conquest. All that has to do with is the size of the map and how many capture points there are. So, let's go ahead and move on, and we'll take a look at another game mode. Alright, guys, and our next game mode is going to be that old classic, Rush. Now, in Rush, where it differs from Conquest, will be that only one team has tickets. The defenders do not, doesn't matter how many tickets, they have basically an infinite number. They can spawn in as many times as they want. Now, the attackers, as we can see up here, have only a set number of tickets. They lose the game by running out of tickets. Now it's the defender's job to get down here and defend 2 MCOMs. Now the MCOMs are little explosive boxes that the attackers have to get down to and set a charge on to take out that MCOM. There's 2 on each set, and what that'll allow you to do, once they have 2, it'll spawn in and they'll get 2 more. Now you can see in orange we have the defenders here. They're kind of setting up to defend this MCOM. The attackers are coming in, doing their best to get to that MCOM without losing all their tickets. So they're pushing in hard, trying to get to it. Looks like they've done a pretty good job. They're getting around. We might have a set getting ready to happen here. So we can see right now he's attempting to set the MCOM, but gets taken out by the defenders. So if you like really kind of fast-paced action, Rush is a great mode. Definitely team-oriented. You can have a lot of fun if you're playing with friends. We can see him there parachuting in, trying to get to the MCOM, but looks like he's got his back to the enemy. He might make it through. Nope, doesn't make it. These guys are doing a great job of defending. So anyways, you know, Rush, it's an absolute blast of a mode. Once the attackers take out these 2 MCOMs, another set will spot up. Looks like we have a set. So we'll wait and see if it explodes here. Like I said, once this blows up, we'll get to move on to another set of MCOMs. And here it goes. Kind of hear that sound there? That's the MCOM getting ready to blow up. So we've lost the MCOM. We're getting ready to move in on another set of MCOMs, and it's up to the attackers to keep pushing up the hill and get to these 2 MCOMs. And of course, if you're on the defending side, it's your job to stop them. So we can see these guys in the orange spreading out to defend, and the attackers lining up to get up the hill. So that's the Rush mode, guys. Let's go ahead and move on to our next mode. Alright, and for you guys who like to run and gun but don't feel like taking on a tank with your assault rifle, up next we have Domination mode. This is like a miniature conquest, but it's for infantry only. You can see we have 3 capture points located right here, and it works the same as conquest. We have a ticket count. Killing an enemy, they lose a ticket. Hold more points than they do, you'll be bleeding their tickets. This is a great mode if you guys like to run and gun infantry style. You know, LMGs, assault rifles, sniper rifles. Usually there's a sniper or 2 around somewhere. You know, this is going to be your mode. This is my favorite mode, and here's our friendly local sniper. This is my favorite mode to play. It's really competitive. This is where your individual skills can shine. But if you notice in a lot of my videos, I had my teammate Korvik, a few other guys, Jaffnar, Caliman, a few of those guys that I play with. This one's also really good for teamwork. I mean, Battlefield 4 in general is just great for teamwork. It's really what it's all about. And somebody takes a knife and gets shot for their efforts. You know, this is a lot of fun. If you get with guys in comms, you can really move around these maps. They're small. It can be tight. You know, if you like the more close quarters stuff, this is going to be for you. You can always go back and play Conquest if you want those big maps, or you want to play as the engineer class and blow stuff up. You know, Conquest is more of that style, but Domination is for the infantry guys. So if you're a tanker, this may not be the mode for you. If you're a pilot, you know, you may not enjoy this, but if you enjoy showing off your individual gun skills, this is going to be your mode. Really highly competitive. And for you guys who like to run and gun but don't want to be messed with, bothering with capture points, we have Team Deathmatch. This mode, the difference is the ticket count. Instead of counting down, it counts up. So every time you kill an enemy, you score your team a point. Kill goal is 100. So, if you want to run a gun, don't want to mess with capturing things, Team Deathmatch will be your mode. This is where you lone wolves will excel. So, get out there, kill the enemy, and have a good time. Okay, and just like Team Deathmatch, we have Squad Deathmatch. The difference between the two is instead of 2 teams, we have 4 squads. Now, just like Team Deathmatch, the ticket count goes up instead of down. So each time you get a kill, you get another ticket added to your team's score. And the first one to the set number of kills, we see the kill goal here is 50. So the first squad to 50 wins. So it's 4 teams playing against each other, trying to kill quicker than the enemy teams or the enemy squads. So if you have a group of friends that you play with, squad deathmatch is perfect. It's where I started out playing with a clan, and we had a lot of fun playing squad deathmatch. So you teamwork oriented guys, squad deathmatch will be your mode. You can see this squad here not working well together. They're all spread out all over the map. Probably not going to do as well. You know, the tighter you play as a squad, the better. So if you guys want that teamwork and infantry without the capture points, squad deathmatch will be for you. Okay, and our next mode here is going to be Obliteration. This is a new mode for Battlefield 4, very similar to Rush, but instead of having the 2 MCOMs that are consistently, you know, as you blow them up, you move on to the next set, this one has 3 for each team. 1 bomb gets thrown in the middle. The name of the game is to take out the enemy's bombs, or MCOMs, excuse me. So what we have to do is wait for the bomb to drop. Plenty of fighting going on while you're waiting for it. But once the bomb is deployed, each of the teams has equal opportunity to get to it. And once they do, so we have the bomb located here. We see this player running for it. Now his job is to get to the enemy's MCOMs, arm it, blow it up. You need to do it 3 times to win the match. Or if you have more bombs blown up than the enemy does, when the timer runs out. So it is kind of a timed mode. What would happen is, you know, they kind of added the timer because these matches would just kind of go on forever, and they were originally kind of crashing out. Quite a few reasons for it. We can see this guy's taking all kinds of flack and finally gets taken out by the enemy helicopter, but he had a good squad there to pick him up, take up the bomb. Looks like we might see a set here. Oh, nope, they're defending. Moving in if they can take him out and get the bomb. Now there is one downside. If you have the bomb, you are visible to everyone on the map. They know where you're at. This same icon that you see right here is visible to everyone. So this squad is playing awesome as a team. They're working over. Gonna get to the MCOM. Looks like they might get a set here. He's pushing. We'll go inside with him. If I can navigate here. Sorry, I know this is terrible. This isn't the easiest mode to follow somebody in the spectator, but looks like he's setting the MCOM, so it's flashing now. He's got it set. And we'll wait and see. Now, the difference between this and Rush is these blow up a lot faster. You have almost no time to get back there as the defenders to, you know, disarm it. And here's the other downside. If you are close to it, it will blow you up. In Rush, that isn't the case. You know, I think you have to be pretty close to it for it to do any damage. But in Obliteration, it is quite a big radius for it to take you out. And just like that, we get a new bomb thrown in on the map. And this, you know, this is a great mode for teamwork. You saw that squad was really just kind of taking it to the enemy by working together. So if you enjoy Rush but want a little bit different challenge, Obliteration will be a mode for you. And up next we have the specialized mode of air superiority. This is for my pilots out here. This is jets or attack helicopters only. This is where you get to show off your piloting skills. This mode can be fun. Traditionally, it has not been a very popular mode in Battlefield. It first showed up in Battlefield 3, and it's really tough to find a server. But if you're a pilot, or if you have a certain assignment that you want to unlock something and you need to get some jet kills, this is going to be the mode to do it in. You got more jets up here than you'll know what to do with. Me personally, I'm an infantry player. You put me in a jet and you're pretty much going to see more deaths than a funeral parlor. I'm just not that experienced of a pilot. But you know, there's a lot of guys out here that are very good, and you know, really would enjoy this mode. So if you feel like showing off your piloting skills, Air Superiority is going to be the mode for you. Now, the point is we have these capture points here. We can see A, B, and I believe C. There's 3 points. Yes. So what you have to do is circle these capture points to take them. We can see that the orange team took this capture point. Let's see, they don't have the other point, and they have B, so right now they are bleeding out the enemy of tickets. It's kind of like Conquest in the skies. So that's how you play Air Superiority. Alright guys, and last but not least, our final mode is Defuse. This is by far Battlefield 4's most competitive mode. I've heard it's been pretty much modeled after Counter-Strike. You know, kind of that run-and-gun quick play. Now, the biggest difference in this mode is that you only have 1 life. There's no respawning in. You can see the timer up there, 4 minutes. They're very quick matches. And, you know, this can be a ton of fun, especially if you're playing with a lot of guys you know. Now, the point of this, it's kind of a mix between Domination and Rush. One team is the attackers. One team is defending. The attackers automatically get the bomb. You can see it's right here next to their spawn on the map. And what you do is you take this bomb and you have 2 MCOM stations. It's the enemy team, the defending team's job to keep the attackers off the MCOMs, keep them from arming them, disarm them if they do. And what they have to do is get down and pick a bomb right down here. This is what your bomb will look like. And they need to run it up to these MCOM stations, just like in Rush, and arm them. That's actually they're not MCOM stations. They're just these little laptop stations. But you'll arm the bomb on there. There are 2 of them, so you can kind of split up your team. You know, part of your guys defending one. But you have to remember, once you die, that's it. Unfortunately, at the time of recording this, I couldn't find a server with any players on it playing Defuse at the moment. It's been kind of an unpopular mode, just because at launch it had probably the most glitches of any of the game modes. You know, close second being Obliteration. But, you know, this mode can be a lot of fun, really competitive. You can see where DICE was going with it to get that competitive scene. You know, you got the spectator mode where you can get esports going. And, you know, this mode can be a lot of fun. So if you want to be one of those competitive players, I'd say start getting good at Defuse mode. And, you know, join up something with like Frag Nation, something like that. And you'll be able to find the competitive mode. So anyways, guys, I hope you found this helpful. I know it's kind of boring without all the gameplay, but you know, there are players out there that are brand new. They don't know you know, how all these modes work. I can remember being a brand new player myself, and you know, it was a lot of fun learning all this. But I spent a lot of time on YouTube, as you can tell. You know, I started my own channel. I want to get out there and help those guys. So if any of the seasoned Battlefield 4 players are watching this and, you know, made it all the way to the end of the video here, I do appreciate you watching. I know you've probably pointed out a few of my mistakes, but you know, if I can leave you with one thing, it's to help these new players along. You know, don't run them down in the chat. Nobody likes that, you know. There's nothing wrong with a little bit of gloating now and then, you know, telling a guy, you know, hey, I kicked your ass. But let's keep it friendly. Let's build a great community in Battlefield 4. Battlefield 3 was great. That's where I started in gaming. And, you know, I found the community to be awesome. And if you're that new player, reach out. Jump on Reddit. I'll go ahead and link that down below. Like I said, you could, before earlier in the video, you know, you can ask any question you want. I'm on there quite a bit. If I see a question, I do try to answer it. If you guys are regular Battlefield players, you know, you see them help these guys out. Let's make a huge community. Let's make this the #1 game. I definitely have a good time playing it. I hope you guys enjoy it. Any questions, comments, make sure you leave them down below. And as always, guys, I do appreciate you watching. Stay tuned for the trick of the video here at the end. And as always, guys, I'll catch you on the next one. Alright, guys, if you made it this far in the video, I do appreciate it. So, it is trick time. One of those little sneaky things you can do in Battlefield 4. Today, we're going to talk about the Defuse. What you can do. When you revive a player, you're going to give him a minimal amount of health, just enough to get up. But he can get shot by the enemy team. You know, it's only going to take 1 or 2 bullets to take him down. So what do? We charge up our paddles a little longer, and it gives him more health. If we charge it long enough, he'll be revived with full health. So, what's one little trick that we can do to make sure that we can instantly give our teammate a full revive? What we can do is, when we're safe, not being fired at, we can charge it up, full charge, give it a good charge here, and switch to our primary. Now, what this does is it stores up the charge. So, when we go to revive our teammate, he comes out with a full 100% charge. He instantly jumps up to full health, and he can take out, help you take out the rest of the enemies. So, remember, when you're safe, get over here in cover. We can charge up our paddles, get them full health, full charge on that bad boy, switch to our primary, come over, we're getting the fight, our teammate goes down, bam, we hit him with a full charge. So, I hope you guys enjoyed this trick. I appreciate you watching, and we'll see you guys on the next one.